I'm live. Oh my gosh. I have been so anxious to get a video. I just had so I just had all of these kind of personal aha moments about an hour ago. And I came into this really great space of empowerment as a divine feminine. And I'm getting right in it. I'm just gonna just speak my experience and not make it too long because it's 9:30, but it's still early. Okay, but I'm just I'm feeling pretty empowered right now, and so I just wanted to share some of my experience on this twin flame journey. I am a twin flame. I know blue ray twin flame. I know blue ray for sure. Divine feminine. Anyways, I don't want to get caught up in that because my message, I don't want to lose that message and that feeling that I had earlier. So I've been really in this space of as far as with my divine masculine on telepathic 5D, 4D communication. It's been very interesting and very surreal, and it's back in the day I would have been like, this is crazy, it's my imagination. This is real. And the more people I talk about with and I see on the videos, it's like, oh yeah, we're really, I mean, the twin flame experience is it's a spiritual journey. You mirror each other. Stuff that's going on with them is going on with you. But I've been really just I've been having lots of just, oh, maybe can you hear me? Let's see. Can you hear me? What is this microphone? I hope y'all can hear me. Well, I don't know if anybody's tuned in right now, so. Anyways, point is, I kind of had this outwardly talk. It sounded like I was talking to myself, but I was really getting clear on, I guess, making boundaries. Because let me just back it up. So, been in preparation, separation mode, whatever. He's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. But you know what? It's I realized there's been so many times that I have texted or called him and not returned a call. And I felt this embarrassment. I felt so not shameful, but my ego. And I knew I'm this is my ego. Okay. Feeling really embarrassed that, that I'm reaching out, and not intensely. I've gotten really good on that whole thing. From being totally needy female most of my life, I have really I have been transmuting energies and healing constantly. And so it's just this back and forth of being this energy of the divine feminine, just being so tired of it all and just and frustrated, and with the divine masculine, and then they're not doing anything and they're not saying anything, and they're not here for me. But on the same note, but I love my twin flame so much because they're a part of me, and every time I try to deny that, and I've tried I'm just gonna cut this, I'm just gonna let it go, and really cut the cords, and it's yeah, no, it doesn't really. I don't know about that. That really works. So I'm coming from a place of this whole week of really I'm connecting to his 5D level, the higher level, higher self. I've been communicating with his higher self, and the mind to mind communication, heart to heart. I've had many heart chakra activations. It feels like my heart's exploding as I'm bawling and crying, and I've told him before that when I have these emotional, it's not emotions, it's not because of like you, it's because we get triggered and then something comes from that that's deep in there, right? So I've honestly, since February, I feel like I've been purging. You think I've done? No, some more. The energy is just exhausted. I feel like I'm dragging myself every day. I mean, not every day. Right now I have energy because I'm just like, I feel different about the experience. I feel it's kind of like, to explain. I kind of feel like, okay, that's it. You know, it's like I have been still putting my heart out there, regardless, in this psychic, energetic level of just like feeling, and even sacral chakra, you know, sexual feelings coming at me. I'm hearing songs, I'm seeing numbers, you know, like I'm using telepathic communication. I'm having all these different experiences where it's not even, I'm not getting third dimensional physical like communication really, you know, and I'm like, okay, whatever, because I'm going straight to the source, you know. The twin flame experience is about like finding the union within yourself. But today I felt like I kind of draw a line in the sand, and not like in a bad way, but for my own self empowerment. I kind of was like, okay, wait a second. I want everybody out of my field. I want everybody out. Like, I don't want me like. I also did a clearing for past relationships last night, of clearing and rebuking any of that energies. You know, taking my energy back, all my soul fragments, returning them to myself. And I was getting a little upset earlier, and I knew it was kind of my heart and my ego, and it's just like, well, you know, fuck this shit, you know? And I feel like I have to get like that to feel a sense of empowerment, so I can like what, you know, I'm watching tons of videos on YouTube about twin flame and what's a divine masculine feeling, and you know, anyways, this higher connection and this telepathic communication, and it's like it's been really enjoyable, and it's, you know, it's like I'm not getting anything on the physical level, like third dimensional, because it's just not where it is right now. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But today I felt like this feeling of just like, I feel so embarrassed. You know, here I am trying to communicate, and then in real life, this third dimension, it's like I have to live here too. It just gets so kind of distraught sometimes when I feel like here is this connection that I've tried to ignore and I've tried to like push aside. This isn't like a normal karmic relationship thing. Like, they're there regardless, like within you. And just like everything, nothing is separate. We're all one. So, but today I was kind of like, you know what? I love you. Okay, of course. I'll always love you unconditionally, no matter what, because I love myself, and therefore I love you. And I was kind of like, but I'm gonna go put you over there. No, over there. No, you're in timeout. You're in timeout. And I was just like, you know, I kind of had this breakdown of, not a breakdown, but this kind of communication with him. And also, I mean, I've been getting tons of messages from my higher self, his higher self, and the message of like, that we will talk, you know. It's just like this anxiety, some anxiety there, like, okay, well, when, you know, I think divine feminine is like impatient, and I'm an Aries, and so it's like, it's about self-empowerment. It's about loving yourself and blah, 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 blah. But really, I was just like, okay, I've had enough of this, like, fun, telepathic greatness, which I don't know how long this is going to last. The whole point of making some sort of declaration and kind of a boundary within myself as a whole self of both divine masculine and divine feminine, of that sacred union within myself. I was like, kind of like draw a line in this. I was like really just like in my diva mode, honestly. I was in my diva mode. I'm like, okay, listen. And I was standing up and it just felt so empowering. Like, I love you, always love you, but I can't keep doing this. Like, I'm putting myself out there. I don't feel like it's that difficult. If you care about somebody, to say, hey, how are you doing? Hey, I'm thinking of you. We all have challenges in our lives and stuff, and it's all for our own highest good. I know that. Like, I put that to the universe and to God. This is all for divine reason. It's, I'm in that trusting mode, but I also have my moments. I get frustrated, and it was just one on there. Okay. So it felt really good. I was kind of like, I drew a line in the sand of like, you know what, unless you're ready to heart-to-heart communication with me, like, I don't want to hear it. Like, I can't be bombarded with all these psychic messages and like, I want to be with you, and I'm giving me these sexual messages, and I already know the connection. I already know that it's real. Okay, so I don't need to be convinced. But it's very empowering, And I also thought about this too. I don't know if I feel like it's really about, I think, divine masculine, stuff in their minds. It's like, just surrender a little bit, just release. I'm not even asking for the world. I'm even asking for full union. I'm just asking to be respectful as a twin, like family, because I am. But at the same time, I have to stand my ground, and I can't go through this again. I have to be me authentically and love myself, which I do more and more every day. The more that I let go and trust spirit has a plan for me, and the more I get into my purpose, I make these videos, even if nobody watches it, really, whatever. But the point is that I'm saying it, that I'm actually saying it. I'm not holding back anymore. And I was just like, you know what? Go. No, I see you over there. Stand over there. And I literally was like, okay, everybody get out. I want this clear. Clearing my energy fields. It felt really good. I just like took this power and control like over my own energy field. I have just been letting people just mooch and just take my energy. Like, that has really been like the theme of my life, and maybe many lifetimes. I don't know, but it felt really empowering. And I hear a lot of people talk about, oh yeah, when I just let it go and I let them go, that's when, it's the runner chaser dynamic. And I realized I'm being still codependent. We talked about this in another chat video about, just, you have expectations. I mean, be honest. Yes. But even when I would like contact him and stuff, I would have no expectation. The thing is I was putting myself like, I would just, I'm not putting all in my all out there, you know, but still protecting my heart. But they talk about, they meaning like twin flames and stuff like that. Hold space. Hold space. I've been holding this space. I feel like that is where when twin flame unions come together, and that's what I'm holding for. I'm holding for the collective, like other twins that come together to empower the whole world, because it's true unconditional love. And I lost my thought. But I feel passionate. I feel fiery. This Aries energy is just like, I was just like, choop, draw a line in the sand. Because it's like, here I am. I'm trying to like be even a friend to you. And you can't even be a friend to me. Like, I don't like need you to be that friend to me, but it's just like, I guess it's different when it totally shifted, because the last couple weeks, last month, it's been a very spiritual connection now. It's been like in my face. Everywhere I go, signs everywhere, and I try to cut ties, and the spiritual, like, cut it, and it's still there. Like, so, okay, well, but this time it felt like more of my own self-empowerment, and I apologize if I say like a lot. It's just what happens when I talk. Like, I feel you in my heart, like, all the time. And the spiritual connection is so deep, and I'm telling you, these energies, I'm like gaining all of my spiritual gifts back. I am doing intuitive readings. I'm getting clear channel of information. All of this stuff. It's so real. I watch The Matrix and I'm like, oh my gosh, it is totally like we're living in the Matrix, right? But it's like, man, this just isn't fair to me. Like, to my heart and to everything, that you're trying to communicate with me on these other levels and stuff, and it's great and everything, and we're bonding that way. But like they say, you need to come correct. You need to come correct, okay? No. And we gotta love divine masculines, of course. But I feel like there's this beautiful divine feminine energy that they're just missing, I guess. Because I feel like we're so powerful when we're together. And I don't mean together in our crap when we have shit to clear. I'm talking about just the fact that we are having some type of healthy communication, or for them to feel the divine feminine's space of openness, of like it doesn't have to be all of this. Like, I need you to engage me right now. I need you to do this. I do this. No, I'm just here for you. Like, I am here to be in that space for you and for me. Like, because the good things that happen to me helps you. And that's where I realized, I'm like, okay, every time I'm coming from this really hateful, not hateful, but negative energy and stuff, it doesn't help. It just creates more tension, and and so, okay, well, that's something that needs to be cleared, obviously. But I feel like I mean, it's just everywhere. Masculine is still denying the feminine's most beautiful gifts. Like, you could just call me and have a conversation with me, not about bullshit, but just like, how are you doing? And about life stuff and your journey. And and then the masculine gets this gets this beautiful rush of divine feminine energy that helps sustain them and helps them grow stronger. And then the divine feminine gets into that, and then it's like they're elevating together. I feel like, is that so hard? Like, I'm not asking you to throw your whole, at this moment in my life, I'm not asking you for all of that. Like, yeah, it would be nice to have, but you both have to be energetically, spiritually, like, all that stuff, ready for that. I'm not trying to be a relationship expert, because no. But from this whole experience and its day-to-day life, and I realized it's just I just accepted it. I'm a twin flame, and people say I wouldn't wish it on anybody, because it's way different than anything I've ever experienced. And once you connect with that person, they're there with you, like in spirit. And now I'm just connecting to everything, multidimensional living, a new earth, and we're on the ascension and all these energies. So I don't know where I'm going to go from here. My whole purpose is not to be like, I've been kind of in this, I don't want to be cold-hearted and distant. I don't want to be like making it worse and making like union be not like it's taking forever and stuff. Like, I want to get it done. Like, I want to heal all my stuff, just like I want that for him. What helps him helps me. That's just how it works. And there's been times where I'm like, am I sure this is real? Like, what a karmic? No. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. So, but it felt good. After that, I was walking around and the song came on, Return of the Mac. Oh my gosh. I was like, yes, I'm the Mac. I'm the Mac of myself. I'm the Mac. Like, give myself some props here on your journey. I'm kicking ass. I'm clearing. I'm transmuting. I'm integrating. I'm purging all the damn time. I think divine feminines are just getting like, oh my gosh, seriously, what the hell are they doing out there? It's like we just wish that divine masculine would be like, hey, can you help me with something? Can you meditate with me? Like, I don't know. I feel so much love from my divine masculine, but I'm just like, okay, I would like, I have to live in this reality too. So, you know what? I just feel like I need to be respected that way. I'm not going to just play around in the ethers all freaking day with you. I got shit to do. And, I'm obsessing too much about this whole twin flame journey. Like, but it feels good. I mean, it feels good. All these feelings. But it's like, I need to see some physical, like, I need to see some physical physicality. I need you to reach out to me. I have so many times, like yesterday, I did this whole clearing for his energy field. It was filled with negative thought patterns. And I talked to him through cards, through dreams, in my mind, through songs, through I do the pendulum. And then today I was like, what the heck am I doing? Like, I had to drop that. I don't know. Like, I mean, a lot of these messages, they're for real. They're stuff that like he would say, and it was this like, oh, and it was like the message was like, call me, call you, me call you. What? What? No, because I did that. I called and got a voice message and no return. So I was like, this. I feel like a little, like a dorky teenager who was like embarrassed. I felt that way today. Like, I feel so embarrassed that I'm putting myself out there and I'm not, like, it's just disrespectful. Like, no, like, come on. And I just feel like, come on, be a man. Like, be a fucking man. And just reach out to your divine feminine and say, how are you doing? That's it. Like, that's all you have to say. Not asking for you to drop everything that you're doing in your life, but acknowledge the fact that this connection is real. Because if I could, I wish that I could just sometimes just not, But then it's like, no, it's awesome. It's awesome. I wouldn't trade it for the world. These feelings and this experience, it's all for a divine purpose. I mean, the really great things that have come from this whole preparation phase is that I'm really coming into my own and I'm clearing so much crap from past relationships because I would never actually truly communicate with him and he would have to pry things from me. Like, I'm just like a clam. Like, nope, I'm not talking. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Nobody wants to hear it. Like, that has been a core belief that I am clearing when I do these videos. So let's just take this energy and just know that God's got this. God's got this. Oh, and I heard this song right after from Outkast, So Fresh, So Clean. I was like, oh, yes, thank you. I'm just so fresh, so clean. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fresh, I'm clean. So it felt good to just get the inward divine feminine power and be like, what the hell am I doing? Like, dude, it's not that hard to be there for somebody and ask you to drop your whole life. But hey, you know what? I'm not going to beg either. That's the thing. I'm not going to beg, but you're not going to come into my field and come into my space, regardless if you're my twin flame or you're my archangel guide. Like, when I say I need my space, like, you go over there. No, you're going to time out. No, you. Time out. That's why I felt like because I have this thing, where I can actually, like, his face wakes me up in my face, like a picture of his face, like at 4:44 in the morning. Like, okay, I have this technique where just like meditation and really doing a sacral clearing. It's really awesome. And you envision your sacred bowl, your womb, and you clear all of that out and you visualize light clearing it, and you visualize all the energies that may have been like corrupted in there in your sacral, your divine feminine energies and your yoni, your sexual organs and stuff. And you clear all that out and you send back like, all the like sexual partners that you've been with, and you just send back, you flush all that out. It's awesome. It's awesome. So I'll do that, and I'll do that with my twin too. We'll kind of just like, it will give me that space to where I'm not as attached, I'm more detached. So I guess it's really with divine feminine, like a balance of like detachment that we're really having to learn. And I mean, this is like centuries like of programming of the woman all up on the man, and like their duty is to serve the man and their man. And so we're moving in totally different golden age, new earth frequencies where it's all changing. And part of that, a huge part of it, is the twin flame journey, is a twin flame experience. Because once people see and really have that experience of what unconditional love is between two people, the masculine, feminine, regardless of what sexual, what sex you are, whatever, female, male, biologically speaking, it's the balance of that. And I gotta say, when I started really getting into this journey, and I had a heart chakra activation, clearing, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what to call it. An explosion. I felt the divine masculine within me, the divine feminine within me. I have a strong divine feminine, energy, as you can see, I'm just kidding. But really, my divine masculine is just like is not as balanced, right? Okay. But I felt that union, like the infinity symbol coming in. And then I also was like, oh, I have this divine masculine within me. So let me talk to this guy right here. Like I'm always seeking this outward attention of that male energy. And so this all sounds really crazy when you say it out loud. Like, you have multiple personalities? No, I have a divine masculine. And he's like, hey, baby. He's like, oh, my divine feminine. He's like, you're so beautiful. You're so gorgeous. You're so authentic. And he's just like, and she's like, yeah. And so I'm like, okay, I could do this. This is, I think, how I will be able to get into this harmony and balance within myself versus looking outwardly to other people in my life, my twin, looking for that to fulfill me and to fill that emptiness. Well, I have it right here within me, even though it's just, people say that and it's just words. And you have to like feel everything. This is what I'm learning. You have to use your imagination. What does it look like? See, what does it look like? Feel, taste, like all your senses, and you have to feel into it. You have to feel like, what would it feel like if I had divine masculine and feminine totally balanced? What would I want to hear from my divine masculine? What would I want him to be like? What would I want him to, emulate? What energies? And so it was really nice. I had my own divine masculine who was like, give me compliments. Shit. Like, wow. You are a high priestess, bomb, goddess. So anyways, this video is getting long. And I do want to enjoy the rest of my Friday night with me and my girl. But I had to come out, and if anybody watches this, cool. If not, it's out there in the ethers, in consciousness, in the wherever. I'm proud of myself. I just want to tell all divine feminines out there that we are strong and powerful, and whatever you feel like is blocking you, just let it go. Just let it go to the divine, and they will take care of that. And we're never separate. It's an illusion. You know, I love you, my divine masculine. Just, what's up? I mean, come on. Just kidding. Shoot. Okay. Oh, don't let me start. Let me start. You're like, oh no, she did it. You just call your twinsy up and say, like, hi. Like, it's that funny. Oh my gosh, seriously. But for reals. Don't. You know, there's people, so many divine feminines on these chats. And say, should the divine feminine contact him and should we do this? And just don't. It's their turn. They really need to reach out to the divine feminine. But it's also like, whatever. I'm not going to hold my breath either, because it's about my empowerment and what helps me helps him, and what helps him helps me. Like, really, if you are a true twin flame, it's just how it is. You're together. You're already connected in the fifth dimension. And like I said, I've been so in tune with that spiritually, and I see the purpose for that. But at this point, I had to be like, okay, here I am reaching out in the 3D with no, response. I'm not expecting a whole lot. Not that much. I'm really not. So divine feminine, come on, we're strong. We're powerful together. That's the thing. And that's another thing is I already decided that, you know what, I want to go straight to the source, and I'm going to manifest my hopes, my dreams with my twin flame. And like, we're in the angelic realm, and we're at a table. We're like, okay, you know what, I want this. We're going to do this. And what do you want? Well, I want this. And I already wrote it down. Like the law of attraction, it's already done. What I wanted to create in my life. But on the same token, like, there's, I guess, this balance of like, yeah, nobody can touch our union. Nobody can stop the twin flame dynamic, like the dark energies and people talking about that. And there's that where they want you to be mad at the divine masculine, where this energy doesn't want twin flames to unite, because that will just, bring just love everywhere. No. So it's kind of like that balance of those two things. What, I guess it just is an individual thing is what it is. It all depends on the person. Oh, this was so much fun to just talk to myself on YouTube. I just had to say this. And what else? Love yourself. Know that you're divinely guided all times. But really, divine masculine, get your shit together. It is not that hard. Really. You're missing out. Missing out on some good ass energy. Okay. No, but for real, we're powerful beyond measure. And regardless, the whole point is unconditional love. Unconditional love means if you do this, it's none of that. Oh, if you do this for me, then I'll do this. And why aren't you doing this? And, I can really recognize when it's from the ego. Like today, I felt really like, oh, this is not fair. Like pouting, like, I'm just so tired of this. Like, I can feel the difference. What a difference. Oh my goodness. Between the ego and the higher self. Like, okay, I'm in my ego mind right now because I'm like, I feel so embarrassed that I'm reaching out, and I know he's busy, and we all have crazy lives at times, but just remember who your true peeps are, who want you to succeed and who want you to have a happy life. Just remember those people actually care about you, and it's okay to be distant. I've been very distant and in my hermit mode for quite a while now, and it's for a reason. I have to go inside myself and I have to explore that whole thing. So I understand. Totally get it. But does it hurt to say, hey, what's up? How are you doing?